We must take the time to explore and acquire the interaction skills that convey attention, patience, and compassion, because not only does this help us improve the delivery of quality health care, human lives actually depend on this simple act. Hello everyone. You may be wondering, who am I and why am I here? What am I doing? Am I here to exclusively talk about a book? Not really. I mean, there's so many books out there already. Now another one on effective communication. But let's face the fact, interactions that result in trust development remains the backbone of productivity in all settings of life, especially in healthcare. So for many years, I have maintained contact with patients and closely monitored patients' behavior while observing how strategic styles of interaction can successfully be implemented for various patient characteristics to not only help reduce anxieties, but to also improve the chances of trust development between the healthcare practitioner and the patient. I'm Tochi, and I'm a family nurse practitioner with practice experiences in various healthcare settings over many years, such as home care, acute care, long-term care, and I also co-owned and operated a private practice for 7 years, and I currently work in the retail clinic setting. Prior to my 20 years profession as a family nurse practitioner, I was a registered nurse for 10 years. And even before all of that, I was a nurse's assistant in I think it was in Brooklyn, yes, in a practice facility in Brooklyn. And that was close to 30 years ago. Because here's a fact to consider. We live in a rapid, technologically advanced world, and we are interconnected more than ever before. But due to our diverse backgrounds and experiences, it's only human nature for us to have diverse views about similar events, and this can affect the patterns and quality of human interactions. So how can we bridge the gap? It's a widening gap that is created by individualistic human perceptions. Due to underlying anxieties and diverse perspectives, as healthcare providers, we find that patients may present with such attitudes as being opinionated, defiant, suspicious, angry, skeptical, sometimes dependent. How can we as healthcare providers begin to establish trust with all patients, despite all these various attitudes that we encounter in the healthcare setting? In the book, Tips for Effective Communication, a vital tool for trust development, I disclose the strategic styles of interaction that one can implement to improve the chances of trust development with patients, regardless of a patient's characteristics. Some of these tips include identifying the most appropriate times to speak softly to create a tranquil environment, when to temporarily avoid eye contact to grant another person a chance to develop their train of thoughts, when to speak authoritatively while maintaining eye contact to command attention. In this book, I also highlighted the most effective times to use humor to help reduce perceived tension in an environment, how to engage effectively with parents of pediatric patients and adolescent patients, even tips on how to engage with patients who are also healthcare providers themselves. These and so much more can be found in this book. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Tochi, and I hope to see you next time in my next video.